everyone, and welcome back to Legion Alpha. I am really sorry for the long wait. I was crazy busy. Also, probably a lot of people have been questioning about the Legion beta Witcher. Pause. As you are aware, hold on a sec. Well, first it took like a lot of my computer space, and well, don't get me wrong, it was a lot of fun. It just took up a lot of my computer space. Anyway, back to Legion Beta. This is the Fury Martyr here. And please don't mind the mong. And don't mind the mog. I just didn't want to show off my swords. Anyways, welcome to Legion Alpha, or Beta, I should say. And this is my personal point of view on what I do. So, what we'll be doing first is we'll be looking at some of the talents and the artifact weapons. So, one of the things I like to do personally is I like to charge in, spin around, can you see now how much of a use this is? There are also a lot of things missing. So the developers have been saying lately that they did not want people to use stances. So defense stance is gone, battle stance is gone, berserker stance is no longer gone. This is all you're basically going to have for abilities. And for those of you who are curious, yes, I do not use hotkeys or anything else like that. I still have Heroic though. Intimidating Shout still there. Piercing Hell still there. Rampage is new. It ranges you and unleashes a series of 5 brutal strikes over 2 seconds for a total of X physical damage. Battle Cry is also new too. So you notice how any of you you'll notice that there's no longer any 60-minute buffer or anything. Those are wants you to focus on your CCUs. A ranged regeneration is still there, but they changed it. Reduces damage taken by 30% and bloodthirst reduces value. I mean, it's cool and all, but it's just not worth it. I get that Blizzard wants us to just keep healing ourselves, but it's Berserk Rage still there. You know, guys know. Hero Leap still there. Like that. Don't mind this, it's just a buff. I'll explain what that does in a minute. Get out of here, Stormbolt. Commanding Shout is changed. It still does the same thing, but this is what it does. It just increases their health for like a short amount of time. So this is basically all you got for your talents. Blood Thirst still there, heals you. Charge still there. Execute still the king. And execute. Raging Blow still there. So let's get on to the talents. War Machine is what I love, and currently still leveling with. War Machine is what I love the most. I don't get why most people don't use these as a warrior. Endless Rage is something that I would never use. So if I didn't use War Machine, let me just go back here. Let me just go back here. Endless Rage. I mean, it just doesn't seem very useful. I mean, you're always using Rage a lot. Can you see now how useless of a talent that is? I mean, you're always just using a lot of Rage. Also, bear in mind that I may not do a complete overview at all the classes. I may think about doing all of the artifacts, and I've already done like half the artifact weapons anyway, so there's no point in doing all of them. Anyways, can you see now how Endless Rage is not very useful? Fresh Meat, again, not very useful. I know how some people use it, but let me just show you how useful this is. It just does a crit strike. It just does a small buff. Can you see now why I never use Fresh Meat? It just does this. It's just like on a small CC as well. It's just on a small CC. Like, it's just not very useful. This is why I like War Machine. Killing a target grabs you. At least it grants me a 30% haste, and it gives me like a small boost. Shockwave is still there. Stormboat's still there. Double Time's still there. Actually, while I think about that, let's do this. Wrecking Ball is new. Your attacks have a chance to make your next one cost no rage and deal X increased damage. Again, I guess it's sort of like an AoE type thing. You guys can let me know what that is. Outburst. That I would never use. It's just bleh. Avatar, not changed. Furious Charge. I tried this like once and it wasn't very useful. I mean, I could switch to this. It just basically increases my healing. So it just basically means that you can only use Charge. Can you see now? Can you see now why I don't use this like at all? It's just not very useful. Massacre. Let's move on then. Bound at level 60. We will go Furious Charge. Again, not really useful. Stop attacking. Again, not very useful when you're using these types of things. Bound and Strike. I never use that. It's just a small boost. War Paint is also new. You now take only 20% increased damage from enraged. Okay. I mean, I never use that. Massacre is new. Execute Critical strikes reduces the rage cost of your next rampage by 100%. I mean, that's only if I'm spamming this for a lot. Frothing Berserk is also another thing that I've never used at all. When you reach 100 rage, your damage increases by 10% and your movement speed is by 30% for 6 seconds. I mean, it's just not very useful when you're using like a lot of rage. Carnage is something that I like, because if I selected this,
I don't have a target.
this isn't gonna make useful at all. Going back in and out, in and out, in and out. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so if I didn't take that, this is what it is. This is why I like Carnage better. It reduces by 20. Bloodbath hasn't changed at all. Frenzy is new. It increases my haste by 5%. And for 10 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. So if I spam like Furious Slash like 3 times, Whirlwind. You can see how cool that is? It's just awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Also, I've already done the Fury Warrior artifact weapon. Let me know in the comments below on what you think I should do next for my artifact weapon. I may not do all of them. I might just do a couple more artifact weapons, but you guys can let me know in the comments below on what you guys think. Moving along to another thing. Inner Rage is something that I would never use. Raging Blow, I think I would use that mic once and never used it again. So if I didn't have Frenzy, I would basically be using this. Raging Blow no longer requires Enraged and deals at 100%. So this is basically what you're stuck with. It's just not a thing for me to use. I would rather take Frenzy and deal more damage. I mean, it's just no longer a thing. Blade Storm's still there, and it's an AoE too. Hold on. Battle Cry. I never use it. Dragon Roar still exists. I would never use that. Like, ever. Like, at all. So, let's move on to the artifact weapon. So, Thirst for Blood increases damage dealt by Bloodthirst by this much. Odin's Fury is an AoE type of thing. I get Blizzard wants us to do a lot of AoE. But when you use Rampage, Odin has a chance to blah blah blah. You guys gotta feel free to read that. Juggernaut. This is something I have never done. It has 110. Stacking up to 99 toes. I hope Liz does not change this, because it seems very useful, especially when you're going to be using Execute a lot of the times too. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fury Warrior, and I'm so sorry for the long wait. I'll try to continue making more videos as this progresses. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fury Warrior. I'll see you again. Alright? Bye-bye.